struggles, the fight, and the resilience that we have. I grew up hearing it. Yekipni Kalie. How dark is she? I was gifted fair and lovely cream at just 8 years old. But it wasn't just my family members talking and they're whispering, it was in the media I consumed. Colorism is not just an aesthetic preference. Colorism is not just an aesthetic preference. It's a system that dictates worth. It tells young girls whether they're beautiful or not, and it dictates how we feel about ourselves. In the APID community, we don't talk about this enough. We don't talk about the colorism aspects that we go through, and more specifically, we don't talk about the mental health struggles. Too often, we are told to be silenced in the name of respect. Or, if we ask for help, that means that we have failed. But this is wrong, right? This is something that we should talk about. Because the fact is that every single individual in this room has a mental health. So, I took this adversity, and I didn't let it break me down. I chose to become an advocate, not only for myself, but for people around me and the greater globe. That's when I founded Minds Without Borders. Minds Without Borders is my global nonprofit 501c3 that aims to make mental health more equitable through storytelling, policy, and education. I chose not to be silenced. I took my struggles and I used it for good. I've stood in rooms with policymakers in Tallahassee and DC. I've talked to students all across the world and asked what their struggles are. And I've used that, and I've mobilized other students across the world to advocate for themselves in their own communities. I want to share with you something that I'm really proud of. Last December, I spent a month in Dharavi, India, Mumbai, which are the largest slums in the country, or in the world, actually. There, while I was doing that outreach work, I met this young girl named Anjani. She told me that she was ashamed of her skin color. She told me that I'm not going to get a husband, I'm not going to be able to go to school, all because of her skin color. This made me thought about how many more people we need to work on, how many more people we need to speak to, and how much more outreach we could be doing. As your mixed AASU, I'll not just be a title holder, I'll be a fighter. I'll create mental health resources across UF and the Gainesville community, and most importantly, I'll create spaces where we can share conversations that we were told to be silenced before. Because when we share our truths, we blossom together. The APID community has gone through many obstacles, but these don't define our work. It's how we stand up and how we rise together. And I promise you, for as long as I'm standing here, I'll make sure we all rise together as one community. Thank you so much.